Hi guys, so I am here with a long overdue, we'll call this a first trimester update. So, um, where should we start? So I found out I was pregnant May, my husband's birthday, May 21st, or maybe the day before, May 20th. So yeah, May 20th, and wasn't really shocked because we have been trying, but um, I didn't really feel. I don't think I really felt any different. Well, no, I did because that's what made me get up and take a test in the first place. But I think I was just tired. Like one day, I was just exhausted more than usual. Just I couldn't stay awake for anything, and I was like, shoot, I might be pregnant, but didn't want to get my hopes up. And I think I had probably about 2 weeks before my cycle was to start, so I just brushed it off. But hubby's always persistent about he's the first to know all the time. So we picked up a test, peed on it right away. We looked at each other and like we did it. And I don't know, I was in shock for a while. Like even though I was expecting it, because we were trying it, it was still a shock. But so yeah, we were both really excited. That was a nice birthday gift for her. So yeah, that was a nice birthday gift for the husband. But just because of my history and what I go through having IC and everything, it's a mix of emotions. You want to be happy, but you're just all these things are going through your head. But I think I did a good job of trying to enjoy the news and not really go to a negative space. But so yeah, every pregnancy I usually find out very early. My body will start sending me signals from the very beginning. So made a doctor's appointment, I want to say maybe a week and a half after we took a test. And at that point I was like 7 weeks. So it was really, really early, 6 to 7 weeks. So when I took the test, I was only, pushing a month. So, but that's just how my body is. When I get pregnant, my body just, the signs are there, the symptoms are there. So, I feel like it kind of drags my pregnancies on a little bit because I hear some women find out, when they're 4 or 5 months and maybe even 3 months, but a month and a half, 2 months at the latest that I'm gonna find out. So yeah, so we did all of that, and even with the IC at this time, it's really just I've never really had a problem getting a pregnancy through the first trimester. Like I've never experienced like a first trimester loss. So I want to say it's kind of to set the nerves aside. The first trimester is really just it's really just preparing for the next step. But it's just at this point it's a normal pregnancy for me, really, because the stitch can't be placed before 12 weeks, because if I was to miscarry or something was to happen, it would do more damage to me and the baby to have to go back in and take the stitch out and all that other stuff. So nothing can be done until 12 weeks. But I had a doctor's appointment set after I had the test. I want to say the beginning of June, maybe, yeah, like the second week of June. and I was dealing with the same doctor that I dealt with my last pregnancy. Um, so he already knew what the game plan was, what the history was. So that was a good feeling. We already knew what we had to set ourselves up for. Um, and we were just discussing, what our first couple steps was, how I was feeling, and which was pretty normal. Like the beginning, the first weeks, 6 to 9, I want to say, I was exhausted, just tired. The morning sickness would come in the morning, and then I'll get it strategically throughout the day as the weeks went on. It was more occurring during the day, but it was really bad in the morning. But just tired, fatigued. Like even now, like this is the most tired I've been in a pregnancy. The most tired. I'm just tired all the time, and that's pretty much it. And I lost my appetite because the sickness, as it picked up, it was hard to stomach anything. Like I probably threw it maybe twice, maybe a good 2 times. Not anything coming up, just no appetite and not being able just to stomach putting anything in my mouth besides maybe ginger ale or crackers. But so I did lose a few pounds the first month and a half, but that was really it, pretty much it. And the tender breast, so that was which I could deal with. I didn't take any medication even in my last pregnancies for the nausea. I just feel like it doesn't work for me. Some women it might, and I feel like there's no need to take it if I'm not feeling any different. So I just stick to the crackers and the ginger ale. But yeah, so that's week, what are we, like 6 to 9. So after that, and during this, I haven't had an ultrasound yet at this point in the beginning. But I was scheduled for one week 13. Yeah, week 13 I was scheduled for an ultrasound. So we're looking at like week 10. I'm sorry I have to do it like this, but I just waited so long to do this that I have to bunch this trimester up together. I want to say like week 10 or 11, I go back to see my doctor, and for this appointment, we were really discussing a timeline for my cerclage, my stitch, and as far as when was the operation date, really. We know we wanted to do it after 12 weeks, but no later than 14 weeks. So at this point, I'm 11 to 10 weeks, so we still have some time, but enough time to plan what date we want. So we set a date for, was it July 14th? Yeah, July 14th, and at that point I was like 14 weeks and 3 days. 14 weeks and 3 days, yeah. So I was okay with that. Just knowing that a week or even 2 weeks can make a difference with my cervix being as weak as it is, and the baby just getting heavier. Those couple weeks can make a huge difference. So I was really happy about being able to get that put in earlier than I did my last. But with my son, I believe it was the same, like 14 weeks 14 to 15 when I had my stitch put in with him. But yeah, so then just getting energy here and there. I'm still tired, and the nausea is coming and going, but everything's pretty good. Like, trying to stay positive, and that first trimester is hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was a couple times I was talking to my mom. I was like, I'm so tired. Like, I can't sleep, and I wake up, I'm just sick. But I know this dance, I've done it before, but it's just like it doesn't get easier. So I give it to the women who go on to have 4, 5, 6, 7, even 12 kids. It does not get easier with each baby. But yeah, I think I have a couple shots of my stomach at that time that I'll put in just so you can see, because now it's a little bump there, but you'll be able to tell the difference because I've spread a lot in the last few weeks. So, but yeah, so we're gonna go on into surgery day. Yeah, because nothing really changed. Or you know what? No, I had right after that appointment at like 11 weeks, maybe 12 weeks, I had some discomfort, like some pressure in my back, and my stomach was just getting hard. And I deal with I don't know what you want. My doctor doesn't call them like. I wonder if you do call it like some kind of contraction, because that's what it's doing. Like my stomach it'll get really hard for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then it'll release. And usually he tells me that it's just drink more water because I'm getting dehydrated, so my uterus is contracting. But I guess that's what it is. But I notice even when I'm hydrated, like sometimes if I'm moving around too much, my stomach will get kind of hard. Excuse my voice too. On top of the pregnancy stuffiness, I'm getting sick, so that's why I sound like this. But yeah, so going to surgery, I was nervous. Like I said, my husband was like, "You've done this before?" Because I've had like probably 7 surgeries altogether my whole life for an array of different things. But it's like, that's nothing that you just be like, okay, I'm ready to get put out unconscious. Like, no, you just don't get used to that. And that cold room is just something about it, like, but it's something I have to do. So, but yeah, I was nervous going in, and just with COVID and everything, like not having him able to be there like that was hard. But I went in with good spirits and everything. It was like early that morning, so I couldn't eat the night before. But yeah, me and hubby showed up early, dropped me off, got Stink situated at his grandparents, and the surgery only takes about like no more than 45 minutes to an hour, so it's really fast. But I was in the pre-op room for about an hour. This time that was different. Like they gave me like these pack of wipes. It was like 3 packs with 2 wipes in each, and the nurse told me to wipe my whole body down, like from the neck down, feet and all. I was like, that's weird. I didn't read what was on it, but it was like I never had to do that. I don't know if it was because of COVID but I never did that before surgery. So, but yeah, I was in pre-op for about an hour, and they rolled me back, and I could feel the anesthesia going in, like as soon as he hit me with it, and I don't remember anything after that, besides them waking me up, and I was in a little pain. It was enough to be really, really uncomfortable. Like, I just know that's the first thing I remember is just being in pain, but it wasn't too bad. But after they allowed me to wake up for about 30 minutes, hubby came and picked me up, and it's an outpatient operation, so I was able to go home right after. And I went home and laid straight down. I was this time with the anesthesia, I don't know if it was because of the fatigue that I was already having, like I was just exhausted, and I just went right back out. I was out for the rest of the night. But yeah, it wasn't, I didn't bleed too much. It's like a little spotting here, but that's expected, and some cramping. They the doctor prescribed me some medicine to deal with the cramping that I'll have afterwards. But it wasn't too bad. It lasted for about 3 days. And as the anesthesia wears off, you can feel, you know, that there was, you know, that you had surgery there. Like, you could feel where your cervix is at. But it wasn't nothing too uncomfortable until, I want to say, like a week later. And I experienced this with my son too. I can feel the baby on it. Like, when the baby's directly on the stitch, I can feel it. So that was pretty uncomfortable. It's a weird feeling. For all you IC moms out there, you can understand. But yeah, hubby and my son were really good about just being helpful, and it's just different this time around because, you know, I have a 5-year-old, 6 now, so but he's at that age and where he can help out, and he's really independent, so he's been a big help. All this time we have, oh, I forgot to mention it, I missed my ultrasound before my surgery, so all this time I haven't had one ultrasound. Besides, after I came out of surgery, they did want to make sure the baby was fine and all that. Don't have a clue. I took blood and all that, so the doctor knows at this point, like, what I'm having, but I don't have a clue. Even now, I still don't have a clue what I'm having. But yeah, I forgot to mention that. So I have a follow-up appointment scheduled for a week after surgery, which was, you know, quick, easy, to the point. I had no complications, so that appointment went pretty smooth. And then after that, I'm set to see him every 2 weeks, just to monitor the cerclage and make sure everything's going how it's supposed to, because there's still, you know, a lot of things that can happen even with the stitch in place. So it's something that you still have to watch and monitor. But I'll do more videos just going in depth about IC and just dealing with, you know, things after the stitch, because it's a whole you know, new list of issues once you get the stitch. You can't take a bath. You can't have sex. You can't really anything in the pelvic area and the vaginal. Like, you have to be careful about getting infections. And just really, I'm blessed to not be on complete bed rest, but I have to really just, you know, take it easy and stay off my feet as much as I can. But so yeah, that's week 14, and today I am currently and I'm ashamed to say it because it took me so long to do this, but today I am 17 weeks and 3 days. So yes, I'm almost 5 months pregnant. I'm doing my first update, but I'm doing it, and everything's been going good so far from week 14 to now. In the last 3 weeks, everything's been good. The stitches healed nice, and I got to see baby last week. And then this week we'll find out what we're having. But I've been feeling some movement. I'm gonna actually wait for that because this is first trimester. I'm gonna pick up from week 17, and hopefully I'll be able to keep week by week. Hopefully. But we'll go into the second trimester symptoms when I do that video. But thank you guys for watching and bearing with me. And I'm so sorry that it's just I'm jumping in, just trying to jumble this first trimester together, but I really wanted to document this and share it with you guys. So, but yeah, so I'll show you the baby bump, and then I'll see you guys back for week 18. Bye. So we're gonna do Let me back you guys up. Do belly from the front. There's something there. There's something. Do belly from the side. Right there, guys. On the other side. Yeah, this pregnancy, I've definitely never popped at the top this much this early, and I was just like this. But I love it though. Baby's growing. So yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.